Welcome back to Out There Area AM channel, folks, where we plunge into the dark corners of the cosmos, hunting truths that'll set your heart racing and your mind spinning. I'm Scott, your guide through history's wildest mysteries, a fella who's pored over old files and UFO stories that keep us glued to the night sky. Today, we're tackling a tale so intense, so packed with hard evidence, it'll make you question what's really up there. The 1976 Tehran UFO incident. This ain't just a light in the sky. It's a high-octane clash between fighter jets and something that laughed at our best tech. Picture it. September 1976, the skies above Tehran, Iran. Two F-4 jets scream through the night, chasing a glowing object that outruns them like they're stuck in mud. Radars lock, systems crash, and battle-hardened pilots come back shaken. Was this a visitor from another world, or something cooked up on Earth? The U.S. government's got declassified files on this, and they don't lie. Strap in, 'cause we're about to blast into a mystery that'll grip you tight. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's chase the truth together, y'all. Let's roll back to September 19th, 1976. The world's a tinderbox. Cold War tensions got everyone on edge, with the U.S. and Soviets sizing each other up. Iran, under Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, is a U.S. ally, bristling with American gear like F-4 Phantom II jets. UFO fever's still burning after Roswell and the Betty and Barney Hill abduction, but what's about to unfold in Tehran? It's a whole new beast. It's just past midnight when air traffic controllers at Mehrabad International Airport start getting frantic calls. Folks in Tehran are spotting a blazing light hovering over the city. Bright as a star, but dancing in ways no plane or chopper could dream of. It darts, shifts colors, and moves like it's got a mind of its own. The Imperial Iranian Air Force, IIAF, snaps to attention. General Youssef Azizullah, Deputy Operations Commander, orders a jet to investigate. At 1:30 a.m., Captain Mohammad Reza Azizkhani pilots an F-4 Phantom into the dark. Climbing to 25,000 feet, he spots the thing, a brilliant diamond-shaped object, maybe cylindrical, moving faster than anything he's seen. He closes in, but it outruns him, weaving through the sky like it's toying with him. Then, things get wild. A smaller orb shoots out from the main craft, heading straight for his jet. Azizkhani tries to lock on with his missiles, but his weapon systems go dead, completely fritzed. The orb buzzes him, then zips back to the mothership. Shaken to his core, he limps back to base, his electronics going haywire. 10 minutes later, at 1:40 a.m., Lieutenant Parviz Jafari, a decorated pilot with ice in his veins, takes off in a second F-4 with Lieutenant Jalal Demirci on radar in the back. They spot the object, now 25 miles north of Tehran, glowing like a beacon. Jafari pushes Mach 2, but the thing's playing games, speeding up, slowing down, changing altitude like gravity's a suggestion. His radar locks on, showing a target big as a 707 jetliner, but his instruments start failing. Another orb breaks off, racing toward him. Jafari tries to fire a missile, but his controls freeze. Radios, weapons, the works. The orb circles him, burning bright as a flare, then rejoins the main craft. As Jafari pulls back, the mothership drops a third orb that plummets to a dry lake bed, lighting it up like a supernova before vanishing. Ground witnesses, civilians, military, even a control tower operator, see the lights, the maneuvers, and hear nothing but eerie silence. This wasn't a glimpse in the dark. It was a dogfight, and our side wasn't calling the shots. The Tehran incident didn't just slip into the night. It left a trail of evidence you can't sweep under the rug. The IIAF filed a detailed report, and the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, got their hands on it, thanks to Iran's alliance with the states. The DIA's 1976 memo, later declassified, called it an outstanding report of extremely high quality, packed with technical data, radar tracks, electromagnetic interference, and witness accounts. This wasn't a grainy snapshot. It was cold, hard proof from trained pilots and military gear. Lieutenant Parviz Jafari, the second pilot, broke his silence years later. He described the object as unlike any aircraft, silent, nimble, pulling moves that laughed at physics. It wasn't hostile, he said, but it was running the show. Ground witnesses in Tehran's Shemaran district and the control tower backed him up, describing a pulsating, brilliant object that lit up the night. Some saw the smaller orbs, calling them glowing like fire but not burning. The U.S. paid attention. The DIA memo went to the CIA, NSA, and even the White House. Colonel Roland Evans, a U.S. attaché in Tehran, grilled witnesses and confirmed the details. But here's where it gets shady. The official line from the U.S. and Iran: a meteor, or atmospheric phenomenon. Meteors don't hover, split into orbs, or knock out military electronics. Skeptics pushed Venus or Jupiter as culprits, or maybe a secret Soviet plane testing Iran's defenses. But Jafari and Aziz Khani weren't rookies. They knew stars from aircraft. And the radar? It tracked a solid object, not a planet or weather quirk. The electromagnetic interference, shutting down radios, weapons, navigation, ain't something a star pulls off. Then there's the aftermath, thick with whispers of a cover-up. Jafari was debriefed by Iranian and U.S. brass, told to zip his lip. Some witnesses claimed they got warnings about national security if they talked. The DIA memo, though public in the 80s, was buried for years, and questions linger. What happened to that orb that hit the lake bed? Was it recovered, studied, locked away like Roswell's secrets? This case stands tall 'cause it's got it all: credible witnesses, military tech, and a paper trail from Tehran to D.C. So why the rush to call it a meteor? The Tehran UFO incident is a tangle of theories, each one pulling you deeper into the unknown. Let's break them down. Theory 1. Alien visitors. The boldest take says Tehran saw a real extraterrestrial craft. Its speed, wild maneuvers, and ability to jam advanced systems scream tech we didn't have in '76, or maybe even today. Pilots, ground witnesses, and radar data paint a picture of something not from Earth. UFO researcher Dr. Bruce Maccabee, who dug into the case, called it a slam dunk for alien contact. Was this a scout ship, testing our defenses, or just watching us squirm? Theory 2. Classified military tech skeptics lean toward a Cold War explanation. A secret U.S. or Soviet project. Maybe a drone or stealth craft messing with Iran's Air Force. The electromagnetic interference could point to experimental tech. But why test it over an ally's capital, risking a diplomatic firestorm? And if it was Soviet, how'd they outclass our best jets with tech we couldn't match? Theory 3. Natural phenomenon or mistake. The official meteor or planet story crumbles fast. Meteors don't hover or split apart. Planets don't jam radar. Some pitchball lightning or plasma, but those don't match the sightings or radar hits. With trained pilots in a control tower confirming the object, misidentification feels like a stretch. This incident didn't just rattle Tehran, it sent shockwaves globally. The DIA memo made it one of the most credible UFO cases, a go-to for researchers and skeptics. It fueled '70s UFO mania, inspiring documentaries, books, and even a nod in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Jafari became a legend, speaking at UFO conferences, while Iran's military stayed tight-lipped. The case stoked Cold War fears. Were UFOs a cover for secret tech, or a warning from beyond. The 1976 Tehran UFO incident ain't just a page in the history books. It's a blazing signal flare, shouting questions we can't ignore. Did an alien craft outwit Iran's Air Force, leaving our tech in the dust? Or was it a human secret, buried under Cold War shadows? Nearly half a century later, the declassified files, pilot testimonies, and radar data keep this case alive, daring us to stare into the night sky and ask, what's out there playing games with us? What hits hardest is the weight of it all. Battle-tested pilots, ground witnesses, and a U.S. memo that don't mince words. This wasn't one guy spotting a light. It was a military face-off, raw and undeniable. The silence from the powers that be only deepens the mystery, like a secret whispered across the desert. Now, I want to hear from you folks. Was Tehran a close encounter with aliens, or a classified test gone rogue? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you've ever seen lights in the sky that made your pulse race, shapes, flashes, anything, spill it. We're listening. If you're itching to unravel more cosmic riddles, smash that like button and subscribe to Out There Area AM channel. Next up, we're diving into the 1980 Rendlesham Forest incident, Britain's answer to Roswell, with U.S. airmen facing something beyond explanation. Aliens or otherwise, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for riding along, y'all. Keep your eyes locked on the stars, but don't look away, 'cause something might be staring back.